Okay, good evening. Yeah, this is Onsongo Benard. Just going to present about food and nutrition security in Kenya. And first and foremost, I would like to appreciate the fact that those who have presented before me, they have given a validity of various information that we gather and even add more about into my paper. And now, food and nutrition security, Brother Sawincha gave a very valid definition. And now I want to have mine give using the combination of the pillars of food security and nutrition. Now, food and nutrition security it refers to the availability, accessibility, and utilization and stability of food and nutrients to people. And when we talk about food and nutrition security, it was brought forth by Food and Agricultural Organization, and it was anchored under 4 aspects. And the first aspect is the adequacy and food supply, and in this case, it talks about how adequate or sufficient or the capacity of food available for the entire people or the entire population. And the second aspect is about the stability of food supply without fluctuations or shortages from season to season. That is, it is anchored under the ability of food being available all through in all the seasons, without regardless of drought or rain and so on. And the third aspect is about accessibility and availability of food. How accessible is food to the population, and how affordable is that food available? For instance, we can have food, but it is not affordable to some of us. That is what this food and nutrition security is anchored upon. And thirdly, it is about quality and safety of the food. Yes, we have food, but how is this food? Because we need not to eat food because we eat. We need to eat food that will just give us the energy that we require, and that will come about if we can only access quality and safety food. And now, this information we can gather it from the Food and Agricultural Organization website. And finally, as we continue, you realize that food and nutrition is a fundamental human right that you cannot go without food. And that is why it is quite important to consider ensuring that this aspect of food insecurity is done with us young agriculturalists in training. And so, the 2030 Development Agenda calls on all the countries to curb or to find ways on how they can curb this problem of food insecurity by achieving food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. Now, globally, this is a problem that is not only affecting Kenya, but the entire country, the entire world. And that is why globally the number of undernourished people is unacceptably high and stands at about 821 million. This situation is likely to deteriorate given the projected global population growth to 9.7 billion by 2050. And in this regard, as Kenya, in regard to the 2030 Agenda plan, the potential to achieving nutrition goals as Kenya, they are having some guiding documents and the guiding principles that are guiding them to ensure or to find ways on how they can come up with solution of achieving the objective of the 2030 goal. The guiding documents, we have the Kenya Vision 2030, we have the Kenya National Health Sector Strategic Plan, National Food and Nutrition Security, and so on. And on the guiding principles, we have the Kenya Constitution of Kenya, that is 2010, under 43 Article 1 Part C, which says that every person has the right to be free from hunger and to have adequate food of acceptable quality. And so, under the Global Hunger Index, the research that has been done about hunger, in 2019, it was recorded that Kenya was ranked to be the number 86 out of the 117 countries that were taken as a case of study. And approximately 1.3 million by then was in Kenya are food insecure, as the global health hunger index indicated in that category. And that chart is showing what are some of the aspects they were considering when they were ranking or identifying about the global hunger index. And in the 2023 global hunger index, Kenya ranked number 90 out of the 125 countries with sufficient data to calculate the 2023 global hunger index scores. Now, the score was 22 in the 2023 global hunger index, and Kenya has a level of hunger that is so serious and requires serious plans to curb the problem. Now, the right to food, as stipulated in Article 43 in the Constitution, recognizes that all Kenyans need to be free from hunger. But now, unfortunate enough, is that but we are still hungry. That is why the comrades have come with the slogan that kuna kuinama. But yet our Constitution says that we need to be free from hunger. And some of the things that are leading to this, a part of them, the tandem with corruption, inefficiency, and demographic part has put pressure over the same. Now, Kenya is food insecure, and as a result of this, we need to come with strategies to curb this problem. And also because of this, it is estimated that about 16 million Kenyans are poor, 7.5 million people live in extreme poverty, and over 10 million people suffer from chronic food insecurity and poor nutrition. And as I was checking on the population in Kenya currently yesterday, as of Monday, March 25th, that was yesterday, 2024, the Kenya's population was at 55,902,82 based on the Worldometer record. So, as the population increases, there is increased requirement of the food to cap or to feed the entire population that has increased. Now, what are some of the causes of food and nutrition insecurity? Because every problem must have that which induces that problem. And these are some of the causes of food insecurity in Kenya, and throughout the discussions we have further information from my colleagues. We have climate change, and as the climate changes, there is reduction of food production, and as it moves, you'll get that we have food insecurity. We have poverty, infrastructure, land use changes, political instability, and so on. Now, the pictures show this is how climate changes are led to that, and that is a map showing the food at the poverty level in our country. And from there, we have so we have the pillars that affect food and nutrition. We have availability, accessibility, utilization, and stability, as I explained earlier. And from there, we have some of the effects of food insecurity. For instance, decreased consumption, food insufficiency, starvation, and hunger, and all those. And then from From there, we have some of the solutions towards this food insecurity. You can have sustainable agricultural practices and increased crop diversity, improved access to irrigation and water management systems, and we have funding solutions that we can advance to curb this problem. And now, in conclusion, food and nutrition security is a complex and multidimensional issue that requires a holistic approach. And from there, the entire work penned in my seminar report and sheds light on the critical issues surrounding food and nutritional security in Kenya. Through an in-depth analysis of the current challenges, we can have the solutions to curb this problem about food insecurity. And these are my differences.